Hey, good afternoon. Jason Phillips from Appraise, autoappraise.com, 800-301-3886. Doing the finishing touches with a video on a pre-purchase inspection. Just shot about 200 plus photos of this 1972 C10 trim 4x4 pick-em-up truck. If you need service like this, 800-301-3886. Inspectors all over the country. I do them here in Michigan this way. Let's go through this vehicle. It's a nice looking truck. Not done to the 9s, but done to the 7s for sure. Firewall is very clean. Everything appears to have been taken apart and cleaned up prior to repainting. Core support's in very good shape. Radiator core looks good. Frame rail extensions look nice. Ram's horn manifolds pitting up a little bit. Original texture on that heater box. Fire inner fenders have been repainted in a gloss, moreover, as opposed to a satin. Old style engine pad appears to be shaved, nothing there to read. Narrow harmonic balancer. Set up with a, can you see it? HEI distributor, Edelbrock electric choke, carburetor added. Heavy duty drilled holes in the air cleaner lid because that's pretty cool. Interior of the engine bay is in nice shape. Antifreeze is green and down about 2 to 3 inches. Pretty proper. Oil is in good shape. About 1/3 of a quart down in level. We'll take a peek around at the chrome and the trim right now. This grill bezel and grill have likely been replaced. The truck is reportedly, according to the information, repainted about 7-ish years ago. Bumper guards added. That stuff's all in pretty nice shape. There's a little bit of general wear, a few little hairline marks, scratches, whatnot, but looks pretty good from 5 to 7 feet away, and probably could be polished up a little more than what it is currently. This original CST trim, you can see a little bit of general wear there, but coming down the pipe here, a little bit of pitting on that original. Let me see if I can get a better light on that. A little bit of pitting on that, nothing too bad. Screw gone through the trim. I'm not sure if that's appropriate or not. I don't think so, but maybe. We'll have to check. Little patina on the door handles. But overall, the trim looks just like this on both sides. It's very acceptable for the level of paint that it is decorating, surrounding. Taillight bezels, trim on the tailgate, same thing. Just general wear. A few scratches inside there on this trim. The bumper, the valance, the closeout. You can see there's been some scuffs and scratches there. That could be touched up, maybe just repainted. Gates in good shape, digital paint meter. I'll show you that here in just a minute. I've already been around the truck. Diamond plate in the bottom. The advertisement said something about a no-slip surface. I guess that's what they mean. I think you can still slip on diamond plate, but you get the idea. Wheel tubs have likely been changed. Sealed against the cab, box sides rather, looks nice. Tailgate works, functional, no problem. And this side of the truck basically mimics the other side of the truck. Not really much to report in terms of stone splash. Little chip I found right there. Hard to see in this building. It's just a very small chip. And other than there's a small drip right here. Oops, right there. It's real small. It's on the wheel lip, kind of on the inside. I've got still photos that show all the way around with the digital paint meter and then up close, but really nothing to report on this truck to repaint. If this box, the box might have been painted on a Wednesday and the cab on a Tuesday, kind of a tomato reddish, orangish color, and the colors are real close. I don't know if that's my light in here or not, but I think that box has a little more tomato in it. Other than that, the color match seems to be really good and consistent all around the truck. Somebody added these odd looking running boards, fiberglass. They don't really fit the period. I would take them off. They're bolted on from underneath. Rear slider window, that's pretty cool. Roof paint is in good shape. A little bit of general patina on the vent window frames. Mirrors were likely replaced with the gaskets as well, same with the antenna. There may be a couple little tiny stone specks in this windshield, but I'm trying to point right there. But I'm not positive. I didn't see anything big or major. Maybe just a couple little smucks. A little bit of oxidation on that rain gutter seam. So down the side of the truck looks nice and straight. It's not wavy. It's period straight for sure. Hood opens and closes as it should. Let's run down it with a gauge really quick and I'll show you a little bit of what we got for exterior. 3.5 on the hood. I dropped my gauge and the screen is starting to not work today. It fell off this fender. 11.5 on that fender. Down low, 3.0. Rocker, 3.0. Let's go back a little further, 3.0. Door corner right here, we have some lack of adhesion / lack of read. There we go. So this area has been repaired on the corner of the door. Down the other side of the truck, we have the same condition. That's 9.5. Cab corners are 5.0. 21, 9.5. 4.0 is the thickness of a dollar bill, so 10.5, and so on and so forth. 15.0. So 15.5. Overall, the truck has very good magnetic adhesion because a business card magnet will hang from about 20 or 22 mils and under all by itself easily. So that being said, the box and the cab have been pretty well sanded and buffed. Reflection wise, that's me from about probably 3 feet away right there. No heavy orange peel or anything too unusual to describe. If you get down low, let's get down low, or I breathe heavier. Down low, there's the presence of a little bit of maybe 150 grit sanding scratches. That's a water line there. And a tape line where they divided the rocker paint from the door. But down here, pretty decent, pretty good looking. Just a little bit of repair in the bottom of those door skins. They both read pretty much the same way. So even from down low, it looks pretty good. Real good driver quality paint. A couple of the tires look to be low on air. The hubs appear to be in good shape. Wheel paint is in good shape. Trim ring and chrome centers are in good shape. A little better shot, a little closer up. The presence of those sand scratches is not, enormous. But a picky eye might see them. If you might see them there, I'm not sure. Down here on these running boards, they kind of look out of place on this era of truck again. They're mounted to the frame with support there, and then bolted up to the insides of the backside of the inner rocker structure. So they could be removed if one chose to do that, and I would be the one to choose to do that for sure. Body supports, looks like the box has been off the truck before, and they added new hardware, at least rubber bushings anyway. Textured coating. The frame paint is so-so. It could be dressed up and painted up a little nicer than what you see there for sure, but not bad. Up here you can see there's been repairs to the inner rocker structure and floor pan. There's been a floor pan changed. I'm under the cab right now, so you can see the seams there. See that seam along the top where texture becomes smooth, and it goes all the way down, heading back that way. So you can see some of the sheet metal repair work that's been done. Looks like it was conducted at a fairly decent level. Nothing too shabby. They just pulled this truck in here, and I don't see any active heavy oil coming out. There's a spot right there on the ground, but that's really not under the main of this pan. So I don't think it's coming from us. 'Cause right here, I'm still not even under the center of the motor there yet, and I'm already past that spot. So it doesn't appear that that's coming from this truck. Can't promise, but I don't think it is. And looking at that rear main seal, I think we'd see a lot of oil there if that was the case. Front pan, same way. Pan's pretty clean. Paint on the motor's pretty clean. Don't know about the rebuild history. Transfer case, tranny all appear to be in good shape. A little bit of seepage present for sure, but nothing I can really see on the ground while the truck's been parked here. Common stock mufflers and just plain pipe, nothing heavy duty. Axle assemblies appear to be in good shape. They do not appear to be restored or taken out. Don't know what may have been done. Might be an axle seal leak there on the front of that pig. Wheel tubs are in nice shape. May have been changed, or they were at least taken out and redone. Both sides of the underbody of the truck are very similar. We got some newer hardware on the box and some rubber inserted there. Rubber inserted there. A little bit of scale, but nothing rotten. Frame seems to be in real good shape, front and rear. I didn't see any rework or compression or any issues on the front rails. Backing plates are in decent shape in the back of the truck. Box supports look like they're pretty nice. Wheel lips don't look swollen. Like I said, those may have been done. There's a spare up under there. Shocks have been changed. Leaf springs still have a nice bow to them. Another shot down low. Door lines are pretty good. The door opens and closes nicely. Two fingers. Passenger door closes a little bit harder. I think the latch might need to be adjusted. Seems to be aligned pretty good. Just got to give it a shove. Shot under the back end at the frame support. Hardware for the bumpers has been replaced. Leafs have been repainted again. Nothing really different on this side than there is all around. Axle housing was kind of repainted in an okay way. Nothing too upsetting there. Reese hitch. And then a little shot of the truck down low. Wells again are in really nice shape. Some panel repairs made, no doubt, over the years. So we have paint and box, wheels and tires, underbody, axles, suspension. Nothing really to report as far as modifications go on the suspension. Wheels are done nicely with the metallic silver paint. BFGs, 255 70/15s. Plenty of visible tread going on. Correct style door panels, door skin lips look really nice. You can see evidence of original spot welds down there. Can you see them? Looks good. Other one looks just like that. VinTag properly mounted. So I don't know about that seat. I know it came out of about a 94 or 95 Chevy pickup, and it actually looks nice in there, except it could stand to be recovered. Maybe something in black. What do you think? Dash pad's in good shape. There was a sticker or something on there at some point, needs to be cleaned up, but top of the dash was repainted. That bezel, I'm guessing, was changed, showing 57,042 on the miles, and it looks like the dash and jambs were all painted pretty nicely when the truck was done. Door tops, cab top, dome light works, visors changed, pedal covers changed, period style tilt wheel. Pretty nicely equipped truck. Glove box opens up, original CST trim. The liner's older, but it's decent, nothing wrong with it. I won't waste too much time showing it. Carpet kit's been changed. Let's take it out for a drive. A real short one because it's kind of snowing and raining outside, and I don't think they don't usually let me drive them on the road, but consignment vehicle. We'll take it for a little spin, make sure everything works. It's getting dark out, so I'm going to go ahead and check the lights before I take it out, because I'm not going to take it out if the lights aren't working. I put my little magnetic light there. So we got side marker lights. We got a parking light on this side, and this one is out. Side marker, yes. Side marker, yes. Tail, side marker. Headlights, yes. Brake lights, yes. I'm not sure if the bright light switch might be taken out. The low beams, we'll find out soon enough. Not going to get the benefit of a super cold start today because the truck was in another building and they had to bring it down here for me to inspect. So somebody's already driven the truck today. And normally I do a cold start. This is going to be a medium cold start, I guess. Let's see if the neutral safety switch is necessary. And it is not. Make sure we're in neutral. Brake lights coming on, factory tack. That is cool as heck. Factory vacuum gauge. Sounds nice, got good oil pressure. Battery gauge. Let's see if that temperature's way down low right now. So we'll take a look at that when we come back in. All right, I'm gonna have to put my camera down because it's a stick shift. All right, we'll take off through the parking lot here. I don't know if that's helpful or not to see what's going on, but there's my foot on the clutch and coming up off the, let me get a better light down here. So coming up off the pedal, there's engagement right there. See if I can show my foot and the truck moving. No more than halfway through the pedal. Speedometer is functioning. Power steering is assisting nicely. It's got a, what is that steering wheel out of? Maybe an S10? Something earlier 80s, 90s Chevy truck. Probably came out of the truck that this seat came out of. Alright. See if I can get up. First gear. I skipped the granny gear. Second. Okay, I guess the brights are working. And there's third. Let's hope the brakes work. Clutch spring is reminiscent of a garage door spring. It isn't as easy as the Lotus. Heater slides are operating. You can hear the fan running. You can see the wipers sweeping, 1 speed, 2 speed.
Outside of the Christian faith, a debate, right, with baptism and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, the radio works. Horn works. Turn signals on the inside, left, right. Whoops, there we are, right. Okay, got a little bit of gas, got good oil pressure still. All right. Go ahead and granny gear it, and I'll check the 4-wheel drive when we get back to the location. There's our granny gear. There's our first gear. Our second gear rather, there's third. And there's fourth. There's about 40 miles an hour. Step on the brakes. Seems to roll down the road pretty good. My hand's right here, by the way. I'm not holding onto the steering wheel, and stepping at the brakes here. Yeah, doesn't seem to do anything unusual. Let's take a peek at the transfer case here. Okay. Drive is definitely active. All right, so that's working. Truck seems to handle and brake nicely. Everything seems to be working, holding up good oil pressure still. Let me go out and check the temp of the engine. That gauge is not coming up, so let's do that manually. I neglected to mention about the glass earlier, but it appears to be original safety flow light markings on the door glass and vent glass. Got the little cigarette smoke redirectors, and the windows roll up and down nicely. A few little hairline scratches and some general wear, but nothing too disturbing on either one of them. Both of them operate the same way. sensation, but I don't see any black or blue. Had the truck idling back inside now for about 15 minutes. Water pumps at 154. Running pretty cool. I'm going to let it run another 5 or 10 minutes and just make sure we don't have any issues. The engine has the appearance of possibly have been out of the vehicle. Not positive about that. I didn't get any records on the truck, so just an educated guess. Looks like the freeze plugs are fairly new. The exhaust manifold paint usually gets a little more pitted up and beat up looking as they run, and doesn't appear that there's any overspray on the engine mounts. Bolts look pretty clean, separated. So I'm guessing the engine's been out of this thing at some point. May have a little bit of a wrist pin noise. I might be able to hear that earlier. Hard to tell. Don't hear much though at idle. I'm going to take a look back under while it's running and see if there's any other active leaks to be concerned about. There's that old puddle. Recall if those drips were there earlier or not. Doesn't appear to be coming from this truck. So a recap: 1972 custom 10 C10, dual proportionary valve, power steering, power brakes. That's period stuff. I didn't decode the motor. Old style engine though for sure. Probably a 3970010 cast or something similar. Some cool repainted silver metallic 15-inch steel wheels. A little bit of seepage there at the rag joint. You can see it coming down the gearbox there, so might have a little leakage there. A little bit of wear that idler arm. It's an attractive color combination for sure. Glass all appears to be in good shape. Trim is all in good shape. And a real good driver quality vehicle. I recently looked at a green short box, 2-wheel drive with a transplanted late model 350, and asking price around 40 or 41,000. This truck, the asking price is around 20. What was it? 23.9. So these trucks seem to be pretty popular right now. Most of them are 2-wheel drives. Probably a pretty decent price for what you're getting. Okay, thanks a bunch. Jason Phillips from Appraise. Have a great day.